The WZ-7 Soaring Dragon has entered the stage as the United States and China are hurtling towards an inevitable showdown in the Pacific, bringing their most advanced hardware into the fray. On April 11, 2024, during Exercise Salaknib 24, the United States flexed its strategic muscles by deploying the first multi-domain task force's mid-range capability, known as the MRC Typhoon missile system, to Northern Luzon in the Philippines. This devastating arsenal, equipped with Tomahawk cruise missiles and SM-6 multipurpose missiles, is primed to deliver a devastating counterstrike if tensions escalate into hostilities. Not to be overshadowed, China has unleashed its own cutting-edge weapon, the People's Liberation Army WZ-7 Soaring Dragon. This behemoth super drone now looms over the Philippine waters, threatening American naval operations and closely monitoring every move made by U.S. and Filipino forces. Designed for intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, with remarkable endurance, the Soaring Dragon is poised to be the all-seeing eye in China's expansionist playbook. Its capability to track U.S. warships for prolonged durations grants Chinese naval groups a crucial advantage in battlespace awareness, intensifying the already high stakes in the region. With these volatile forces in play, even a minor miscalculation could spark World War III in the Pacific. The stakes are sky high as both superpowers dig in their heels, with the United States racing to gather crucial intelligence on this powerful Chinese drone. The South China Sea tensions are boiling over as the United States, China, and the Philippines lock themselves in a high-stakes standoff. Recent bold military and strategic maneuvers and the deployment of powerful military technology have ramped up the friction to unprecedented levels. China has taken aggressive steps, effectively barricading key sectors of the South China Sea, notably its second Thomas Shoal. Here, Chinese Coast Guard vessels have resorted to using water cannons and physical blockades to prevent the Philippines from resupplying its military outpost. These actions underscore a blatant disregard for diplomatic norms. They are seen as a direct challenge to the sovereignty of the Philippines. The scope of China's military presence in the region has expanded dramatically. A massive fleet of Coast Guard and maritime militia vessels now patrols the waters, marking a clear attempt to cement control over the contested areas. This constant Chinese presence not only asserts dominance, but also serves as a stark reminder of the ongoing challenge to the regional balance of power. The situation has escalated further as China transforms several reefs into heavily fortified artificial islands. Now equipped with military-grade airfields and infrastructure, these islands represent a significant escalation in the region's militarization. This development poses a dire threat to both the United States and the Philippines, as China not only unilaterally seizes contested territories, but also gears up for rapid and expansive military deployments. At the same time, the conflict over the Scarborough Shoal continues to intensify, with the Chinese Coast Guard and maritime militia taking increasingly aggressive actions. These developments have reached alarming levels in recent months, exacerbating tensions as Beijing continues dismissing the 2016 International Tribunal ruling recognizing Manila's claims. Rumors are swirling about a high-tech super drone flying into the region and helping coordinate China's operations. Despite the escalating tensions, the United States remains resolute, doubling down on its commitment to ensure the safety and independence of its allies in the Pacific and to protect its own stakes in the region. The U.S. has steadfastly reaffirmed its rock-solid pledge to the Philippines, strengthening their mutual defense treaty in the face of mounting challenges. In a display of unity and military prowess, the U.S. and the Philippines have rolled out their largest military drills to date, known as Balikatan. These exercises involve a massive deployment of personnel and incorporate advanced training maneuvers, underscoring the deepening military ties between the two nations. Amid these brewing storms, an unprecedented naval modernization is sweeping through the Philippine armed forces. This robust overhaul aims to shore up the nation's defense capabilities within the hotly contested South China Sea. The Philippines is beefing up its naval strength with new patrol vessels, anti-aircraft, and submarine warfare systems, and is enhancing interoperability with U.S. forces, preparing for any eventuality. Both nations are fortifying their positions, bracing for a cataclysmic confrontation that everyone hopes to avert, but now seems increasingly inevitable. In a steadfast display of alliance with the Philippines, amid escalating yet unconfirmed rumors of a new Chinese super spy drone in the region, the United States has recently deployed the Advanced Typhoon missile system, officially termed the Multi-Role Capability, or MRC. This move underscores America's commitment to maintaining a robust presence in the Pacific and ensuring regional security against emerging threats. The MRC journeyed over 8,000 miles and took more than 15 hours to reach the Philippines, transported aboard a C-17 Globemaster III from the U.S. Air Force's 62nd Airlift Wing at Joint Base Lewis McChord, Washington. This deployment demonstrates the extensive reach and logistical precision of the joint force. It marks a notable first for the Air Force, showcasing its ability to project its exquisite capability overseas. Brigadier General Bernard Harrington, Commanding General of the 1st Multi-Domain Task Force, underscored the importance of this development, stating, quote, "This is a significant step in our partnership with the Philippines, our oldest treaty ally in the region. We're grateful to our partners in the armed forces of the Philippines, and we're excited to expand our security cooperation as we bring this new capability to Luzon. This creates several new collaboration opportunities for our bilateral training and readiness. We look forward to growing together." The MRC system includes a battery operations center, 4 launchers, prime movers, and modified trailers. It's a land-based ground launch system that significantly enhances multi-domain fires. The versatile MRC launcher is capable of firing the Standard Missile-6 and Tomahawk land attack missiles, positioning this devastating missile system within striking distance of Beijing's backyard, effectively placing targets on land and at sea within a 1,000-mile radius under threat. As the Philippine Armed Forces swiftly work to adopt the system and integrate it into their own defensive networks, the global community watches anxiously as tensions mount. The installation of such a potent missile defense system serves as a clear defiance of China's territorial claims in the region, and in response, China has ramped up its own military posturing by deploying a new weapons system aimed at harassing and surveilling U.S. operations. This escalatory cycle marks a critical point in the regional power dynamics, signaling a potentially explosive shift in the ongoing geopolitical confrontation. Just days after the strategic placement of the MRC missile system, alarming images from reports began surfacing on social media. These depicted a massive unmanned aircraft flying at a hauntingly high altitude, resembling America's premier drones like the General Atomics MQ-9 Reaper, a titan in current drone technology. A local reporter first noticed the drone, initially focusing on a story about fisheries. He spotted the high-flying drone and, utilizing his photographic equipment, managed to capture clear images of it. He described the aircraft as having a distinctive, easily recognizable joined wing design as it maneuvered over the West Philippine Sea. Until now, the capabilities and even the existence of the WZ-7 drone had been shrouded in mystery, merely speculative. However, with the onset of the U.S. MRC deployment, this drone began its operations, suddenly transforming from rumor to a palpable new menace in the skies. Although sporadic reports hinted at the WZ-7's presence in the region, confirmed sightings had been limited to a few satellite images depicting WZ-7 drones grounded at Shadi Air Base in Guangdong. However, with these latest observations, their active deployment can no longer be denied. The primary airbase for WZ-7 operations, Shuangliao Air Base in northeastern China, has seen these drones, known as Soaring Dragons, patrolling sensitive areas such as the Taiwan Strait, along the border with India, and off the coast of Japan. Notably, in March of 2024, a WZ-7 undertook its first known reconnaissance over the Sea of Japan, a mission that also likely involved breaching Russian or North Korean airspace. While concrete details about the drone remain scarce, the early assessments and buzzing speculations paint a picture of a powerful asset, potentially escalating to become a significant thorn in the side of U.S. military forces. As U.S. forces maintain a tight lid on what they know about the Chinese WZ-7 drone, military buffs and analysts are fervently piecing together their own assessments. The Warzone, a prominent online military analysis program, has estimated the drone's capabilities, stating, quote, "Publicly available estimates say its range is around 4,350 miles and its service ceiling is upward of 60,000 feet. Its endurance could be at least 10 hours, but how long it may actually be able to stay aloft could be significantly longer. As the Warzone has noted in the past, the drone specifications may come up short of a true high-altitude long-endurance or HALE drone design like the US RQ-4 Global Hawk, examples of which are now also in Japanese service." Perched from its high vantage point, the WZ-7 is an intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance platform, offering a vast line of sight. This capability positions the Soaring Dragon as a prime asset for extended overwater surveillance missions, such as shadowing foreign warships and boosting the battlespace awareness for People's Liberation Army Navy surface action groups. Yet, its utility isn't confined to maritime roles. It can also be employed effectively over land. Depending on its sensor suite's configuration and capabilities, the WZ-7 might also be capable of oblique surveillance into strategic areas from international airspace, for example, monitoring Luzon from the West Philippine Sea. While current evidence points to a sophisticated reconnaissance and surveillance tool, the drone's design and dimensions hint that a strike version could be feasible, if not already in the works. With each day, the threat landscape intensifies. While China closely monitors their activities using the WZ-7 drone, the Philippines and the US persist in deploying the MRC system. With tensions reaching a fever pitch, it seems only a matter of time before this escalating game of threats and provocations erupts into full-scale conflict.